is all this? What's going on? What is this? No, I can't do this. So, welcome to the next episode of Alexandra Veleno / Dark Curiosity Wanderings and Ponderings and Adventures, Exciting Times, and all these things together. I have a very weird voice today, and I have a very weird day today. And I woke up feeling like I've been run over by an elephant. Wondering why, because recently I've been just jumping out of the bed at 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. and just full of energy and enthusiasm for the day and my projects, and just happy jumping. And I've been exhausted, and I let down a couple of gigs, and I felt really guilty about it. I felt like I'm lazy, and where is my work ethics, and where is my ambition? I'll never achieve anything because I said no, and the things that could potentially result in me having a little bit more money, and that's really annoying. Because I also guilt trip myself into thinking that I there are other people in this world who don't have opportunities that I have, and I should take a full advantage of it, because otherwise if I don't, it's like a slap in the face, like an astral slap in the face of those who have less and have less opportunities or are in different time and space you know what I mean. So so I didn't feel very well about this, and then I thought, okay, this is clearly not serving me or anyone, so that guilt I have, it's not gonna help other people either, and I will not be able to provide any kind of service or any kind of value if I'm exhausted. So if my body says it's time to rest, I should probably listen to it. And then I thought, like, yeah, no wonder I'm tired. I mean, I've been trying to change so many things recently. I changed my diet, I changed my sleep pattern, I started working on like 3 different projects, and all that within 10 days. So obviously at some point my body will just need a little bit more time off, maybe even more than usual, and I'm exhausted all the time, so that's actually still some kind of progress, but yeah, it did follow me for a while, and now I've been doing some shopping, which wasn't really Christmas shopping. I mean, I bought a knife for vegetables, and I bought tea lights, and what else did I get? What else did I get? Oh yeah, I got the washing liquid. Yes, very important things. And all around me there's people with Christmas shopping and happy and jumping everywhere, and well, no, not really jumping, nobody's jumping, but you clearly see people go Christmas shopping, and I'm with my tea lights and thinking, like, oh, that's gonna be my Christmas shopping. That kind of represents the level of Christmassiness this year. I'm not really feeling it very much this year, although I would love to. I mean, it is so Christmas is quite sad time of the year for me. I think that many people can relate to this, because one thing is that Christmas usually reminds you of 2 things: that you are alone and broke. So either it's about getting stuff and getting presents and making it beautiful, and obviously all this requires some kind of financial input usually, and you want to get presents for people you love, and if you don't have money you feel crap about it, and all sorts of things, you know. You can of course stretch your creativity and just but you see my point. It's definitely time when we are bombarded by messages from, you know, different shops and places where, you know, you just notice these things a bit more maybe, and they're usually very pretty and colorful and inviting, and they do their job. So it sucks because it's, you know, nice. It would be nice if, you know, when you have resources, then it's great. When you don't, then you feel like shit. So that's one thing. And the other thing is about, like, oh no, it's not about money and presents and all these things. It's about those you love. So if you don't have those you love, then you're screwed. And it's like, well, I don't know. Well, wait for some other holidays, like fucking Valentine's Day, which is gonna make you feel even more like shit. But this is one thing. So yeah, I think that this it can be really depressing if you focus on these things like that. And then yeah, I mean, this year it's not that I don't have people I love, and or I'm not on the street either, and I think actually this is a great time to remind ourselves for what we have, although Thanksgiving was, you know, it's gone. But it's always good time to remind yourself. I don't know what I'm talking about today. It's always good to remind yourself and focus on things you've got versus things you don't have. You know, all this like scarcity attitude versus abundance attitude, and it's all very important. I'm not really sure if I'm putting this out. This is just like, I promise I'm really tired, and I think that's the best proof of that, as if anyone there needed proof of me being tired, because I'm sure that just made your day. But for me, Christmas is a little bit like a ghost of childhood, because I was lucky enough to have a very beautiful, abundant Christmas time in my family before my family just kind of crashed into pieces. So all I have is this memory from childhood, when everything was really as it, you know, as it should be. It was like almost like Coca-Cola advert. It was beautiful. But then, you know, of course, as a kid, you don't notice certain things, or you don't pay attention to certain things, or you don't realize what's behind and what's really underneath certain you know, family dynamics, and all that can be really traumatizing for, I think, most of us, even people who had rather nice childhoods, but there's always something going on that we have to work through afterwards. So there's that. But I had a nice Christmas, and then when I left home about the age of 19, let's say, and it's quite a long story with many steps, and it's hard to tell when exactly I left, like definitely, but I would say 19 was quite an important, significant year. And long before that, I think since I was 13, nothing was really ever the same. And then when I was an adult, you know, that's like a next level of just cutting off these relations, and just nothing could be ever the same, and I wasn't really prepared for that, because it didn't, yeah, that's the point, like it didn't really happen even with me leaving house. It was before that, and nobody kind of, you know, last Christmas that I remember that was really lovely, how could I know it was last Christmas like that? So, you know, it's really sad. And I remember lying in my bed and watching the snow falling, and I was thinking how grateful I am that I don't live in a in a country that's struggling with war, and you know that I have everything I need, and I was crying in bed, and then you know nothing was the same again. So yeah, I think it's a good reminder for those who still have wonderful Christmas with their families, to appreciate that and be grateful, and possibly, yes, no, I forgot what I wanted to say, possibly something, and I would usually, you know, I would do something, I would organize something for, you know, like in a small circle, or I would go see a friend, or something like that, because I love the atmosphere. It's just that this year, I don't really have anywhere to go, or I think maybe I just need this time, and I have many things to take care of, and that's what I'm going to be spending my time with this year. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to look at this video sometime from now, and I'm just going to be like, what the hell? What the fuck were you thinking? Because today is just not working for me. Not working at all. Yeah, that's fine, no matter what. It's just like, you know, you say things, you deliver, then you do better next time. And I'm just saying how I feel today. So probably if I was talking to a friend, he would also had a hard time listening to me today. So instead of a friend, there's you. So, but you're probably one of my friends anyway who's watching it, because, you know, I just started, so who's watching it? So probably, you know, so hi. Good job stalking me. And yeah, I think that was supposed to be very insightful today, but isn't. So I'm just gonna stop here, right here. That's done.